exciting. Hang on for this one as they get ready to finish this one off here in Gateway tonight. Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards bringing it to green, watching the flag, but now keeping their eye on that restart zone. Keselowski stands in the gas. Carl's with him as they cross the start-finish line.
Carl did a good job. He's maintaining there. He needs to do that if he's got any chance.
He's got to keep that high side going right now.
That was a great restart with Keselowski. He really came through the gearbox good.
Look at Brad. He tries to drift to the high side. Carl fights back. It's not over yet.
I thought he had him cleared.
Look just how close it is. Does Carl dive in on the outside? He's got to do it. Does he maintain that spot? Keselowski holds him off. Carl with the advantage coming off the corner.
Keselowski got a little bit loose getting into 3.
White flag.
Shades of Atlanta for Carl's first cup.
Right on your bumper. White flag.
To the outside, but he's got one more lap to deal with Brad Keselowski. Keselowski fights back on the inside.
Whatever happens now, this race.
High touch. Keselowski gets into Edwards. They save it. Drag race down the backstretch now.
That's that half car length I was talking about. They both survived it. Let's see what happens in turn 3.
Reed Sorensen waiting in the wings. Here's Keselowski on the inside. Carl Edwards, can he make it stick on the outside? Brad thought he had the best car all night. Took the inside line on the restart. This is going to be down to the wire. Whoa! Touch. He's spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski. Carl Edwards will win.
That's it. Checker flag. Man. You are the man. He deserves it. Good job.
I just hope Keselowski's okay here. That was a hard hit, guys. That was
huge wreck behind you. Just slow it down.
Ugly.
Slow it down. There's a big wreck here.
Big contact on Keselowski as the other cars racing to the finish came to the line. And Keselowski got spun around hard. Carl Edwards going for the win. We're going to
have plenty to talk about here.
Well, there's no question. Damage to the 60 as they came to the line. And there's Brad moving around in the 22 car. That is very, very good news.
And this is 2 problem weeks for Brad. I hate it for him. Run out of gas last weekend. Crashes at the start-finish line this weekend. But boy, he was running great tonight. A good car throughout the night for Brad.
Let's take a look at how this happened. Did Carl wreck Brad? Was it just contact? Let's take a look.
It looks to me as though Carl thought that he was cleared and he was going to do a crossover and maybe misjudged that.
Boom, right there. Is that Bliss or Howard?
Cloin Brauns gets hit also and spun around. 88 car Steve Arpin. You see Loeffler involved in this.
Here it is again. Carl's got that outside run. Thinks he's got the room to do it. Boy, that's such a hard angle to see if Brad came up to block in any way.
Carl didn't lift. We can confirm that.
There's no question there.
Guys, you got to remember, you're coming to the start-finish line, too. This is hard to say it was his fault or somebody else's fault. It's the money lap. The flag's waving.
Watch this hit by Keselowski. He's stuck on the inside line there. And just hard contact.
So glad he's okay. That was a hard hit for Keselowski.
Here's Reed Sorensen thinking he might have a shot at the win in the yellow car as Keselowski goes around, but Carl stays in it and hangs on. And then the result is big-time contact for Brad.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Well, they build him safe, and it's a darn good thing because here's what it felt like for Brad Keselowski coming to the checkers.
Come on.
We lose our camera, but listen.
That's the one right there. That's when he got hit by the 70 car Shelby Howard, and that really destroyed this car.
Immediately going on the radio, telling his crew he's okay.
I love these seats that they're using. These carbon fiber seats that these teams are using. Very, very safe. Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, all the best use those seats, and they're very safe.
Taylor Malsom also on the front straightaway there. He did cross the finish line, as did Keselowski. The only thing, victory lane right now. There's Carl getting out, and Shannon Spake is there.
Well, I looked in the car. There goes Carl. And the crowd is loving it. Signature backflip. Carl Edwards, 3rd win here at Gateway. I know this is a huge win for you. We got to ask you what happened with you and Brad on that last lap, though.
I just couldn't let him take the win from me. My guys worked way too hard for that. We had a great restart. My guys built me a great car, and we came to the checker flag. And I hate to see stuff tore up, but we came here to win. And he took it from us there in turn 1. And just an awesome race. I can't thank Copart.com enough, Fastenal, and Aflac. Aflac's always got me under their wing, and I just really appreciate their support. So, and thanks to the fans. Thanks for coming out here and braving the hot weather. And I'm sure some of them don't like that win, Brad Keselowski fans and stuff, but man, I just couldn't let him take it from me. I had to do what I had to do. This is definitely going to be the Brad and Carl show going to the end of this season. Do you think that this win, the way that this win happened, will set up the way that you guys will race each other moving forward? I hope not. I mean, the deal is we raced really well there, I don't know, for 10 laps straight or something earlier in the race. He just went in, he just got in over his head and tried too hard, and it was at my expense. So that was at his expense, and we got our win. But I think he could have got me without hitting me. I think his car was good enough. We could have been side by side across the finish line, and I would have much rather had that. But we got the trophy. Congratulations, Carl. 3rd win here at Gateway. He's going to celebrate big tonight. Mike?
And catching up with the runner-up tonight, Reed Sorensen. And Reed, you had a pretty good view of what was going on in front of you. What was going through your mind as Carl and Keselowski were battling, rubbing fenders, swapping paint, battling for that win?
I was hoping we'd get a little bit lucky and they would both wreck, but it was a long night for us. So just to get the Dollar General car up there close to getting a shot to win this thing was a good end of the night for us.
What is it about you in this place? Couple of wins, couple of runner-up finishes. It seems like this place is, I bet you wish you could run here every week.
Well, fortunately, we get to come back here, and I plan on having a better car when we get back. We didn't have the best car tonight, so we'll get it better.
What'd you need?
A lot of things. Overall grip.
As Reed said, they're coming back once again, guys, and well, after that performance tonight, I expect bigger and maybe better things. Doc?
Bob Keselowski back here at the Care Center waiting for his son Brad to come in. And Bob, you came up. What was your view on what happened on the final lap?
Brad got into Carl, getting out on turn 1, race him. They bumped, they rubbed. Typical rubbing racing deal. Carl flipped out like he did at Atlanta and tried to kill the kid. I'm sick and tired of this. I'll get my own damn uniform back on and take care of this. He ain't going to kill my boy. He just overreacted so bad. If he wanted to bump Brad, it's one thing, but don't drive him through the inside guardrail. Don't put him in a grandstands in Atlanta. That's asinine.
Got Bob Keselowski over there going over to check on his son Brad, obviously upset with what he saw in the final lap.
Well, Doc, emotions running high from the family here. We started out talking about families in racing. Keselowskis have done this for a lot of years, and they are very sure about how they compete. And right now, Dad not too happy with the way Carl competed tonight. But as Carl talks with his crew down there, he says he had a reason to race Brad the way that he did on the final lap. We'll try to show you that replay, as we may not have it, but Carl was talking about Brad taking it away from him, and Carl came back and raced him hard to the checkers. And there's the resulting wrecked 22 race car. Mike, who have you caught up with?
I've caught up with the guy who started the race on the pole, kept it in the top 10.